Two teams that don't like each other much. One will go to Super Bowl 53 as we're underway in the 2019 NFC title game. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases that they were able to exploit right there.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
41 to the left. Get out.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Done.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cam Chancellor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here go 46. Here go 47.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty costs some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot.
Oh my God, bro. This nigga was open.
Incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
14. We got 14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, 47. There you go. 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Right there, over there. Right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. It's picked up. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
36 power. 19. Gun. 14.
They go play action here on first down. And lets it fly for Lockett. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
14. Shotgun.
On third down, Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Bring down the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying ice truck. 100 yards.
10th carry now for Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again to Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It worked. I'm talking about deep down the field. It's going fucking stupid, bro.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here go 46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime.
Mid-blitz in the nickel formation. I'm playing with the coach. My O-line lit. Mid-blitz, bro. As soon as they say, go high, I'm hit, boom, me. Injured luck again. Off of doing this shit, son. Luck injured for another 5 weeks. You know, like for one game.
On third down, it's Elliott fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will get the lead up to 14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Shotgun. 14.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
14. 19.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The give is to Elliott. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. Hit. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better.
I know, but it's just like, that shit is just, to me, it's just corny, bro. Like, you're just doing the same fucking shit.
Down, Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
It's like he's sitting there, he ran the ball like damn near 20, like damn near 20 times he ran the ball already.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some mindset,
maybe threw the ball once.
You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because
ridiculous.
If he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
It really does.
The best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out.
Let's go! And I just scored a touchdown! Doug Baldwin! Thank you.
Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 64 yards.
All right, so it's still 9-16
Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
Stop. Oh, they put the fucking line back in this shit? You got a little kicking line.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Yo, you gonna play that Jerome nigga, bro? Yeah, I just tagged you.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay.
The same
2
post
for
we
3
used talking
thus
about the
far.
games.
This is 3rd and 11.
41 to the left. Here we go, 46.
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one sent away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
Yeah.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
yo, I swear, son, I'm like, yo, that's just critical.
Because that worked,
it really
but you have to be
is.
prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
There's Wilson to throw. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he's going to be grabbed and
Crazy.
pulled down.
Wow, and Russell Wilson is
After the
hurt.
sack, he's still down
But he gets
on
right
the
back
field.
up. Wow.
While the trainers
He's
take a
hurt,
look,
though.
we'll step
He's
aside.
hurt. Yep. That's the game, folks.
That nigga luck got hit.
The Seahawks on third
Nigga
down.
got sacked
0
just
for
now,
3
bro.
to this
That's
point. They could
ridiculous.
use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Nobody? Niggas are nobody. Lower back strain. A 64. Now I gotta play with a 64 overall quarterback. That's crazy.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
Then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington or Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Drops it underneath.
What?
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now Elliott.
Wow, that was the fucking hit I needed. He just got around it. This
Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense
Friday
at
the
all.
13th.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Lucky 56!
Basically.
Lucky 56!
To throw on second down. Davis. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Jesus Christ, bro. The nigga bounced off 2 different people, bro. 2 different blockers. Nigga literally bounced off them niggas, bro. Literally, son. Like, no fucking way.
On the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Davis fighting. He loses the football.
Wow, the nigga lost the football. My lineman picked it up and ran it up for like a couple more yards.
For the
That's
team that
ridiculous.
lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Out to kick is Janikowski. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they got...
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
That shit is crazy.
A second down throw for Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And this nigga doing plays, like this nigga would run backwards, getting chased, and throw the ball up, running backwards, fully body, fully turn around.
A 20-carry for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
That shit is annoying when you do that. Ooh.
Now Prescott. Gates has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh!
The contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for
Son, the nigga only threw the ball 6 times, bro.
Hey,
He only completed 4 passes. That shit is crazy to me.
Yeah, I think you got to let him play.
That nigga just run heavy like a mother.
Contact coming from both sides. No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's
You
taking a
dumb
deep
son of a
side
bitch.
right now. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Good! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Davis. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. He's got him in.
Wow, this nigga one-handed it.
It's a big play there for
Wow.
46
That nigga
yards.
Doug Baldwin
And
one-handed that
in the
shit.
second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their
That's
playmaker, and
fucking
they
crazy.
did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with McKissick. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
So after that stop, you know that 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again, or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
Davis now.
I just thought it could be like that was my problem.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th
That shit's
quarter.
crazy. My nigga aggressively caught the football
like
and
that
got hit.
downfield.
That's
One
ridiculous.
score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
What?
No,
That's not pass interference?
Right.
Yeah, this game's over, man.
And the Cowboys
Seems almost
defense
Russell
is
Wilson.
going to get
That
them the
shit was
football
over.
back. And now here come the Cowboys. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. Give him
Oh,
10
2 minutes
yards
left and
there.
down by a
He
touchdown.
knows
He's
the
just about to run the
football.
ball
He's going to
out.
have a first down.
Back.
Yep, 2-minute warning. This game about over. Man, at least I made my playoff run.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this.
Yeah, you running the
Not
clock.
totally home free yet, but it's
What are you
looking
doing,
good as they
running the
come
ball?
up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, we're going right there.
Again, it's Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm watching them.
47, 26.
On 3rd down. That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
And Bobby
I think
Wagner
this
whipped on the
defense
hit.
tired of seeing him run the football. And this D-line probably getting sick of the
Yeah,
O-line
that nigga's
as well.
unstoppable,
And as
bro.
I'm
He's like
watching this,
one of the
I'm
best running
thinking
backs
about
in
a
the game.
conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using
he
his
got a
top
first down.
runs
It's over.
to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Yeah, it's the game, bro. Ben said the game was over, bro. Like, the game was over a long time ago. As soon as fucking Russell Wilson got hurt, it was a wrap. That backup quarterback can do shit. Man. Like he threw some good
Cowboys
passes.
on their way to victory as they take a knee.
I'm kind of liking my Vikings lead. I'm sending myself Favre Jr. this game.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, They've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this.